Once again, no Roth conversions for this guy. This is becoming repeated, I guess, redundant. I'm not sure. You think it'd be crazy to think they actually wrote a book on Roth conversions, but there's just examples that doesn't make sense in my opinion. All right, so here's my man Jay. He's learned so much from me. I appreciate that, and he'd like to hire me to determine if there are things I can do to reduce his RMDs. All right, so just remember, I say this all the time to clients, and I think I emailed him saying he's just not worth it to pay my fee because I can tell him it's not worth it for him to do this. Remember, to reduce RMDs, there's easy ways to do that without having to do Roth conversions because he's going to need some money to live on until he takes Social Security. I cannot stress the importance of let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so in this case, he says he'll have about $300,000 when he retires in 2026. All right, so he'll have $300,000, of which $100,000 is a Roth. He'll be 62 then, so that means he's what, 57 now roughly. So he expects he'll have $200,000 in a pre-tax account, $100,000 in Roth. All right, so you follow me so far? $200,000. This is where those word problems we used to have to do in school actually helped you a lot right here. House is paid for. He'll get $1,200 a month federal pension. Retire job and then he's going to claim he'll take $1,700 a month from his IRA until he receives Social Security at 67. All right, so basically between his pension and his $2,700 a month of Social Security, roughly $5,000 a month, that's what he needs to live on. And he says, I only need Social Security and pension. All right, so he's going to have $1,200 a month from his federal pension. He's going to have $1,000 a month part-time job in retirement until he goes on Social Security, and $1,700 a month from his IRA. Interesting. He says, I have room in the 12% tax bracket to do 30,000 a year Roth conversions. When I enter that in right capital, it does not make a big difference. Should I just pay the RMDs after 72 and be at a lower tax break before 72? 100%. 100%. All right, so check this out. He needs $1,700 a month from the years of 62 to 67. Take our trusty calculator, 17 times 12 times 5. He's going to need $102,000 out of that $200,000 IRA between the ages of 62 to 67. By the time he hits 72, so he have basically, we'll say he gets 5% of your growth, $100,000 present value. 5% is our interest, 5 years, no payment, compute future value. It's going to be worth $127,000 bucks. So by the time he's 72 with RMDs, he's only got $127,000 bucks. That's fine because he doesn't need the money. All right, so what's 3.8% of $127,000 bucks times 3.8%? He's only going to have to take $4,800 bucks out the first year. 5,000 the next, 6,000. You see where I'm going? So there's no big tax trap waiting for him. Just none. Is there maybe some little bit of a tax torpedo? Not really, because he's not taking that much out anyway. He's kind of already got it with a pension anyhow, so it's just not that big of a deal. The RMDs aren't going to affect him that much. Now, he's going to need $1,700 bucks a month until he hits 67, where he takes his full retirement age Social Security. Probably want to take a little bit more, $2,000 a month, something like that, because you got taxes to pay. But don't do Roth conversions in this case. Do this instead, which is waiting to take Social Security. That's the best way to do it. Just wait to take Social Security at 67, live off your IRAs in the interim, and then just let it go. And then when he hits 72, you got RMDs. Yeah, you got a little bit to take out. It's just not that big of a deal. It's just not. Hope this helps. Good question.